Pandas. 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 I got broads in Atlanta. Chasing the bleeding in Atlanta. Good cards and gammas. Pandas! Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining, everybody. Thanks for joining. Today could be Judgment Day for us. Today could be Judgment Day for us. Goodness gracious. Today could be Judgment Day for us, pandas. We don't got a lot left in the tank, pandas, but we got enough. We don't got a lot left, but we definitely got enough. Here we go, pandas. Let's get it. Interesting. I don't love it. I like it, but I don't love it. Like, my next trade, I gotta love. I need to absolutely adore here. My next trade. I like it, but I don't love it. I'm gonna wait for the morning shakes. I got about $800 left of threshold, pandas. Can we get it? $800, pandas. I believe. I believe. Let's see if we get some good price action today. Yesterday was absolutely just horrid. Like, literally terrible. This is untradeable. I don't want to talk about it. It was so bad. Let's just say that. Let's get the morning shakes out. I don't want to be caught in anything stupid just because the morning decided to have some insane volatility, unpredictableness. I do like this trap though. If it wasn't right at the morning, I may try it. A little far away from 20 MA, but look, it comes after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 bull bars in a row. Like, you're thinking this is probably going to keep going up. Probably. We'll see though. We've got 30 seconds to market opens. Okay, it does trigger the trap, which I said I liked. But my fear was the trap will have some unpredictability here because of how close it is to the open. So far, it seems like I am correct here. This might launch. Let's see. Curious to see what happens. Let's launch right now open. Hard to tell. Ooh. All right, launch is right open. Yeah. I guess it'll be an okay trade to take. Like I said, I liked it. I didn't love it, and I didn't like it because it's so close to the open. That was the main reason why I skipped this trade. Ends up being a nice push to the upside, solid, what, 50 points maybe, 30 points, 33 points. Coming back to the 20 EMA here. Maybe, just maybe, a second entry long. Can we get it? Do I love a second entry long here? It's with trend, strong trend as well. We lose our second pullback here. Good morning, everybody. Hey, drop those GMs in the chat. Drop those GMs in the chat. Speedy Boy, good morning. Bob Stocks, good morning. Sherman, good morning. Bob Stocks says 800 is possible. I did it. You know what? Like, pretty much 800 is like having a 50K account and having one bad day. You know what I mean? That's having 800. That's how I'm looking at it. It's basically a 50K account, but having like one bad day in it, and we're gonna come back. We gotta just wait for the market to present itself some good opportunity here. Yesterday was not the day. Yesterday was not the day for opportunity. I'll tell you that. It was absolutely horrible day yesterday. So trashy, the price action. Absolutely hated it. But you know what? It is what it is. You gotta survive. You gotta survive those days. And I survived. Maybe I'm missing a limb or two, but here I am. We are ready. That's all I need. Bouncing off the 20 EMA with some force here. Of course, I like the second entry long better. This is the first entry. The first entry does make some decent bamboo. Enough for a scalp, in my opinion. That's enough for a scalp. 1-to-1. This is hard to take because now we're completely sideways. Get the morning shakes out. Let's see. We are basically at the open of yesterday, which is insane. We spent all day just crawling, grinding up, and basically open at yesterday's open. Get the feel like I just short here. It looks like it is still bullish here, but I don't like this. I don't like this choppiness right here. I didn't like how we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 bars overlapping. I didn't like that, pandas. I didn't like that one bit. And it ends up pushing up higher. What can I say? It is what it is. It ends up being a decent push to the upside here. Decent scalp. 25 points. I'm still waiting. I want to wait for my setup. I was looking for a second entry long here. We didn't get it. Didn't get it. I didn't like the overlapping bars. Several overlapping bars. I didn't like that either. So that's why I skipped it. We're going to be like, I mean, I have like 2 trades left in me, basically, on these accounts. That means every trade has to count, pandas. That means every trade I take, I have to love. I don't love any of these. Like, if I was feeling loose about it, I would probably enter here. I'd probably have entered here. And I probably would have entered here. If I was feeling loose about it. But today, not feeling so loose. Feeling very tight. Very, I'm going to trade very tight today. We got $800 of threshold. Let's get it, pandas. Let's get it. Martingale. Well, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Drop those GMs in the chat. It's got that like button as well if you can. Pandas! We are ready. We are ready to rock and roll here. If I really wanted to be super ultra conservative, I can do micros and just trade a couple days till I'm just green. Like, I just need a couple green days just to get back in the swing of things. Not to make a lot of money, but just to have some profitable days again. Lucy, good morning. Sorry, it's my first time here. What's the time frame? Top right of your screen, you can see. It's a Nasdaq, and we're trading 500 tick chart. But if I switch, you can see it switches. This is 2500 tick chart, and this is the 5-minute. And this is gold, exploding to the upside. Get another first entry right on the 240 SMA. So I'm just skipping it. Skip it. At a certain point in time, this turned to a spike in channel. Just kind of trying to figure out where. It kind of was like curling down here. Maybe this is the beginning of a spike in channel here. All right, second entry long here. Do I love it? I would say this is the spike in channel. This is where it spiked and started channeling around here after the first pullback, actually, is what I'm going to consider. I'm in no rush to take a trade, but if this gives me a second entry long coming off my double key areas, it'll be hard to pass up for me. But the market, like usual, is probably not going to give me my setup. It's probably going to make a new high, so the count resets, so I can't get my second entry long. Which is one of the issues of having trading very heavily on a certain setup. We don't get that pullback. We're not going to get it, are we? We got a pullback. Are we going to get it to where we need it to go to? Okay. It's a little strong. A little too strong, pandas. Right? Isn't that a little too strong to go long now? Like, that's a strong bear bar ending on its low. And we're closing beneath the 20 MA, and this little gap here is, oof. It's a good signal bar, but it's beneath the 20 MA. It's unfortunate. Right, that little gap here is a problem. There's a gap between the high and the 20 MA. That's an issue here. That's the issue. If it closed above here, above the 20 MA, I would have highly considered entering that trade because it ended up being a good signal bar. But it closed beneath the 20 MA, which causes issues. causes some serious issues here for me. Well, I can't enter. I cannot go long right when it's beneath the 20 minute. That means the push down is a little too strong. That means the push down might want another push down. If it goes up, it goes up. It's not much I can do about it. You can already take what the market gives you. Here we're gonna be ultra conservative, so I don't mind. I should be ultra conservative every day. You know what I mean? Why else? Stop being such a creep. Oh my goodness, that's the most creepy thing ever. Bill 7, welcome, welcome. Scalp that like button, maybe for more bamboo, maybe possibly. Whatever helps. Anything helps. This second entry long ends up working out nicely. So, like a decent push up, makes a new high with the second entry long. Couple concerns here. Beneath the 20 MA was the main one. 240 SMA could be resistance. A couple issues there. Strong bear bar. You know, it's just nothing I love. I didn't love this trade. If it was above the 20 MA, I would have considered it being double key area, but unfortunately, no joy. Yeah, it makes a new high and that's it. It really just makes a new high. Barely. It literally just gets there and then reverses, creating a trading range now. I'm thinking maybe the rest of the day might just be like this, absolute trash trading range. This is how it is every single day, so what can you do about it? Fail second entry long, maybe I'll consider it here. Coming back down. Fail second entry long. I'll try. I'll fail second entry long here. With a little scalperoo. Okay. This is why you wait for the setup. No, fail second entry long. Strong bull bar, in fact. Might still be bullish. Okay. Interesting. Actually, pretty strong push back up. Makes me very confused here. We're potentially creating an expanding pattern, right? Higher highs and lower lows, which means like confusion. Right, if you make it higher highs and lower lows, that means you have no trend. The trend's definition is you're making higher highs and higher lows, like a bull trend, bear trend, lower highs, lower lows. When you have a higher high and a lower low, expanding pattern, by definition, this is no trend. It's just confusion. Panda is probably like 5'10". No way he is 5'10". Or maybe he is average. Korean male height is 5 feet 9 inches. What is going on? That is the most out of pocket wild guessing. What in the world? Are you measuring my panda head and looking at relatively how big it is and figuring out my height? Is that what you guys are doing? His voice gives out these. That's wild. All right. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Whatever. I'll take it. It's a semi compliment, I guess. How tall is the average panda? It's like your voice sounds tall. Your voice sounds tall. I guess I guess in a sense when you look at someone and they speak and sometimes they don't sound like how they would speak like, then you kind of have certain perception of a voice with a look. I guess it's valid. It's valid, Bubstocks, valid. trying to deduce someone's height by their voice is valid. Because when you look at someone, you're like, oh, I didn't expect that kind of voice from that person. That means we already have some sort of perception from voice to looks, I guess. All right, so expanding pattern, and we're breaking to the upside here. Continuing this uptrend. I mean, the 5-minute could just be might come to fill the gap here. I do not know. I don't like this wick candle. This candle with a big wick up and above it and below it. It just makes things confusing for me. Doesn't feel very convincing, let's say. Ooh, hello. What do we have here? Potential push up here. I think I want to. I think I need to love my next trade. I need to love it. I can't like it. I need to like love it and be like, I gotta take this no matter what type situation. Like I would have liked this trade here if it was above the 20 MA. I think I would have loved that. I had nothing to love here. I would never go long there. This does make a new high. Do we get more than that? Some people will see 2 bull bars and just go long at the close of this bar, hoping for a 1 to 2 risk reward. And that's what they're hoping for, I think. Which gets you to the gap, essentially. So they probably just buy here, stop loss down here, and just hope to get to the gap. We'll see, though. I believe that's what some people are doing here. I mean, untradeable, right? Everything's overlapping. You get the higher high outside bar reversal. Doesn't do much, though. I'm a little hesitant to go long just because the overnight session, we have the trading range indicator telling us this is a trading range here. And we, with the overnight price action, could mean something. We can come back to the bottom trading range. And especially because we're grinding here at the top, I don't feel too confident going long right now. We're basically grinding at the top of this trading range. Okay, higher high. I mean, it keeps making higher highs, so what can you do about it? Strong bull bar on a 5-minute chart. And that kind of propels us very strongly. That third bull bar was, I think, what traders were looking for, and they entered long here. I'm about to make a 1-to-1 on those who went long here. Beautiful. I mean, I was thinking about going long here, but like I said, I want to love my next trade. I don't want to like it. Like I was thinking about going long there. I want to love my next trade. I don't want to just like it. So we're almost that 1-to-1. Those who bought long here, almost at the 1-to-1, and they're gonna look for the 1-to-2 probably. There are traders who do that on the 5-minute chart. They'll just see 2 bull bars, they'll buy, and they're hoping for a 1-to-2. And they'll just hold it. And then if they lose, they lose. And they'll, you could do it with a micro. If you do that with a micro, you're risking $134 in order to make $300, more or less. Weil thinks this is bearish because it looks like a wedge. I mean, it's all fair. It is like grinding upwards. There's no healthy retracement here at the moment. This did have expanding pattern, which means confusion and breakout mode. So it did break up to the upside. I mean, you gotta. I want to love my next trade. You know what I mean, pandas? Like, I absolutely want to love my next trade. Multiple bear bars in a row now. A little bit scary to go long here, especially going beneath the 20 minute like this. The 5 minute traders missed the 1-to-1 by a couple points here. Having a semi-deep pullback beneath the 20 MA. Am I looking to go short here, pandas? I don't know. I really don't know. Having a hard time breaking above the previous candle's high. For those who missed it, I made a little indicator on the bottom right here. It's gonna be hard to see the numbers, but it's really for me. It basically calculates. So for me, like, I want to know with in the objective sense if it's good conditions to trade in. And for me, I pretty much make money on these swings. So when we break a previous candle's high, I make money on this swing up here. This is how I make money usually. And so for me, I made an indicator right here that tells you in the last, you can configure how many you want to look at, but I just did 7. In the last 7 swings, on average, how many points were made? And a swing is basically when you're in a downtrend and you break a previous candle's high, that's a swing. So this is a swing here, even though it's like 1 tick, that's still a swing because you're in a downtrend, you broke a previous candle's high. Downtrend again, you broke a previous candle's high. This is also a swing, right? So that counts as a calculation. You'll count this one and this teeny one. But in the last 7, on average right now, the average swing is 22 points. So for me, is that enough for me to consider to want to go long? Like, am I looking for at least 22 points on my trades? And that is what the indicator does. I thought it was worth trying to see if it's useful. Like, and if it's too choppy, then that average swing size will be very small because you're not really getting a lot of breaks. We got a second entry short here. Could be an okay trade. I wish it kind of went a little bit higher. That, man. I wish it went a little bit higher. Okay, I missed it. I hesitated too long. I don't think I wanted it. It made a new low, so at this point, it could really do anything. But an okay trade, I think, to try to go short. You kind of hit all your, you know, criteria to go short there. That didn't really go as far as you really would like it to go. And now it's reversing back up. This could be a strong push back up because that was a decent short trade that failed. And now we're just rocketing back upwards. I guess I'm looking to go long. I don't know. 2 massive bull bars. Gets folded. High or low? Where are my trends? This is a breakout. Downtrend. Where are my trends right now? Where are my trends? This is broken. This is also Unbroken. 2500 tick chart. Can you give me a trend here? Spike. Channel? Spike. Where's my channel though? When does this one start? Starts in the 5 minutes. I think more or less it's like this. Spike channel. I think this is what we're playing with right now, pandas. I think this is what we're dealing with right now, pandas. This spike in channel. And I derived it from the 2500 to the higher time frames. So when you can't find something at lower time frames, go to higher time frames and make it more clarity there. What's my 15-minute looking like? 15-minute candle chart might create a orb to fill the gap here, right? Two 15-minute candles, two green ones, especially when you close above the first candle's high. That's called an orb. Feels like I'm just short here. Do I love it? I don't love it, pandas. I don't love it, especially with the signal bar being so terrible. Could work out though nicely here. I don't love it. I like it, but I don't love it. It does have a little pop up. I wish it was a better signal bar. I would be more interested in that. If that was a better signal bar, I'd be more interested. Signal bar was horrid, and plus we're almost at the top of this channel, on the spiking channel, making things confusing. The 5 minutes of ultra confusing. Make it outside bar. We make the 1-to-1. So look at this went up here, and people bought it again here at the close of this second bar. They bought it here again with limit orders, and they made the 1-to-1 in one single bar. That's wild. And I think they're looking for the 1-to-2 now. They're absolutely looking for that 1-to-2. To me, I think we're just going to try to fill the gap on the regular trading hours. That's the gap for the regular trading hours. Let's see if we get to it. My goodness. My best bet now is to look for some sort of trend like this. Using this pivot. If we start to break out here, that's all I would really have. Nothing I love in this entire sequence upwards. Nothing I love. The only trade I kind of liked was, I mean, I liked a lot, but the one trade I was thinking about going in was the short here. Ends up barely, not even scalping, I don't think, because you don't make a 1-to-1. For me, a successful trade is at least making a 1-to-1. Yeah, you make 11 points there, you lose that trade. This fail second entry short ends up working out nicely, but I wish it was a better signal bar. The signal bar is absolute trash. Look at the 5-minute chart, looking for the 1-to-2 and probably gap fill. That's what I'm thinking. Get the fail second entry, or you get the second entry short here, possibly on the 5-minute chart. The hard part about going long here as well, you're top of this channel. If this is the channel, you're having you could readjust this because we got another bounce off the channel. So now you can include this price action. Before I was only considering these 2 points, these 2 pivots. That's why this was here. But now it bounced off again, so like you can include this here. That's how you draw these channels here. You're gonna adjust it. I'm obviously waiting for a second entry long, if I can get it. The problem is can I get it? And when I do get it, it's gonna be too late in trend. All the questions you need to ask yourself. This might be a small pullback bull trend where you don't get any setups and it just keeps going up forever. And you just trapped out, you can't get in, it's fine. With my threshold right now, I'm not eager to jump in any trade. With my threshold currently at $800, I basically have around more or less $800 of threshold, more or less. And yeah, I'm not gonna take first entries. I always lose on first entries. I'm very bad at taking first entries. Like so bad at taking first entry. I'm so bad at taking. I'm just like never gonna take first entries again. I'm just so bad at it. Top of the channel again, making it difficult to go long, but obviously it looks very bullish. So the only direction you're trading is long, but it's hard to go long when you're at the top of this potential channel at resistance. Curious to see the 5-minute chart. I mean, I don't think the second entry short is going to be a good trade to take, but I could be wrong. I mean, this could come. Like, the reason why is because it looks so strong. So just having your second entry short here work out seems a little bit unlikely. Just creeping up. 5 minutes significant because we're almost at the 20 MA, almost at the 1 to 2 risk reward for those who went long on the second bull bar here. Having a hard time breaking the previous candle's low, as you can see. We just broke and it's kind of pushing back up. Fill that little gap here. Little gap there got filled. Another gap here probably will need to get filled as well. Filled as well. You might make enough for a scalp. You might make enough for a scalp. Going short on the second entry, short on the 5-minute chart, but it is risque. I think I need some confluence here if I'm going to take the second entry short on the 5-minute chart. I need some major confluence, especially the signal bar does not look good. Like if anything, I would take the failed second entry short on the 5-minute chart. And that's a trade I think I would love. The only problem is the risk is going to be gigantic. I can take it with micros. I'll probably take it with micros, actually. I would love that trade, actually. I'll take it with micros. It's hard to enter any of these. These are all first entries. And like I said, I'm so bad at taking first entries. If I've entered any of these, this would already reversed like 1,000 points the moment I enter long. But since I'm not taking these trades, like it's working out. But if I took any of these trades, pandas, like yeah, I would have lost already. You're welcome. You're welcome for anyone going long that I didn't take any of these first entries. If I did, it would automatically fail. Goodness gracious. Super strong bull bar, 5-minute chart. Like almost made the 1 to 2 on those who went long on that second bull bar. Almost made the 1 to 2. I mean, I want to pull back to the 20 MA before I take any trades, before I even consider going long. If it never gets there before hitting any of these targets, which is the previous day's close on the extended hours, previous day's close on the regular trading hours, which is up here. If it's these targets before it pulls back, like I'm not gonna take it. I'm just not gonna take a trade here. It's fine. I can miss this move, and I can not take a trade today. I'll be happy. I can trade tomorrow, trade the day after. Doesn't matter. I want to love my next trade. I'll tell you what. That's all I really want. All I care about is my next setup. And the reason why I'm like rambling is because obviously it hurts when I can't I'm not making any money on this very strong uptrend here. Like these are all first entries making new highs every single time, and I can't make money here because I'm not getting a pullback. I'm not getting the pullback I wanted. If I ever enter a first entry, I'm just like such a high chance of losing money. It's crazy. If I ever enter a first entry, it's just a guaranteed loss for me. Golly. We're almost back to the 20 MA here. Do I want a second entry long? Do I want to take the first second entry long? We haven't seen one. in a long time. These are all first entries. We may get a second entry long here. Maybe. Okay. We don't get the first entry, so we can't get a second pullback yet. It's the first bounce of the 20 MA in a long time. What I mean by long time, I mean by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 30 candles. Second just short on the 5-minute chart. Looking to make some noise here. It's the first pullback back to the 20 EMA in a long time. With bad signal bars, right? We got multiple strong bear bars ending on their lows here. For me, I already know what I want to wait for, which is the triggering the second entry short here that traps. That's what I want to see. Ends up being a good signal bar here. Some will definitely go long, in my opinion. Okay. 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 Pullback here. Fail second entry long. I'm almost tempted just to try the fail second entry long here. But it's such a massive uptrend, like you just don't want to take any shorts. You know what? I'm going to skip the short here, even though it could be a scalp. But my thinking is that it won't go very far. If we trigger this second entry long here, this is like a perfect fail second entry long, like the way it looks. Like aesthetically, this is like a perfect setup here. This is exactly how you want it to look like. If it does trigger. It may run away from us, but if it does trigger, it is like the perfect fail second entry long here. Right, we have to break above previous candle's high. Oh boy, we are making a very nice looking fail second entry long here. It can't go too high. If it goes too high, it's not good anymore. But aesthetically, this is like everything you want, pandas. I've just pure aesthetic wise, I gotta try. Just on the aesthetics here. Even better with a good signal bar. Even better with a good signal bar. Aesthetically, this is like it is a perfect fail second entry long. Aesthetically, this is a perfect fail second entry long. I'm gonna just try here just because it looks perfect. It looks so perfect. It's incredibly perfect. This is making it less perfect. If this is a bull bar, I'm canceling. Because that it is no longer perfect. The only reason I'm taking this trade because it looks perfect. Yeah. Yeah, skip it. It's no longer perfect. But that if this triggered here, that would have been a perfect fail second entry long. Like aesthetically, like it is near impossible for me to skip that. This already did something weird. It triggered down here and then failed, and then it came back down. Let's come back up. It's very confusing. I think my trade, it was still good. I was waiting for a trigger on the second entry short here on the 5-minute chart. It created a bear bar, so in my opinion, it had a chance to trigger the second entry short on the 5-minute chart. It obviously didn't do it, but because it showed that bear bar, I thought that possibly it may want to trigger that second entry short before reversing back up, and that's why I was waiting. I didn't want to go long here, but also decent long to take. Maybe a good skip after all. Maybe a good skip after all. Maybe a good skip after all. This will be almost. I gotta try here. I gotta go long here, pandas. I'm sorry. I'm gonna assume the 5 minutes not gonna trigger. If this triggers, I'm gonna assume it's not gonna trigger the second entry short. It's gonna skip it. It's looking less attractive here. I can be very patient here and just skip this as well. I would love this to be a solid bear bar so I can just skip it like very comfortably without any regrets. Yeah, I think that's a fine skip. It's a really bad signal bar. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to skip that, whatever. If it goes up from there, like not much I can do. It's just a very ugly signal bar. Second edge is short, may trigger still in the 5-minute chart. Look. And I already know my setup. My setup is gonna be a long here. If that triggers pandas, like I'm already gonna set my long here. It just triggered. The second edge is short. Goodness gracious. Like this trade, it is near impossible for me to skip. I have to try. I have to try to fill this gap here. I mean, it's just what can you do about it? How big is my risk here? I'm willing to risk $200. I gotta figure out how big this. I also need to make an indicator just tells me the amount of risk it is per candle. I could probably do that with the indicator I just made, but it's pushing. You know, this is second entry short, so I mean, it can scalp out. I mean, this can have a strong. This can come back down to the bottom here. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes back down. Like I wouldn't be surprised, but if it doesn't go back down, I am ready for this to reverse back up, and I'm ready here for a nice position. I'm gonna try with 2 if it does come back up here. I'm gonna try 2 contracts. This is to me will be one of the most obvious gap fills in the history of trading. This bear bar is making things interesting here. Especially if it closes above this low, that would be very good. If it doesn't close above this low, then we got some issues. The reason why is because if we close above this low here, that means there are enough limit order traders here that are waiting. It pushes back up. But if we can't, if we close beneath this low, that means the limit order traders failed. They failed here. They essentially failed to keep this above here. And it looks like they're going to fail. I don't know. We got 20 seconds left. Right. The limit order traders, they want to buy this up the wazoo to make sure it doesn't close beneath here. That's what they want. I don't think they're going to get what they want, though. All right. Fair enough. I still think this is a good trade if this reverses back up. We shall see. We're coming back to the bottom of our channel here on the spiking channel. A little overshoot on this channel here. Second entry long on the 2500 tick. These bear bars are quite strong. We're at the 5-minute, actually pretty strong bear bar here. How big is this candle exactly? It is 25 points. I almost just want to go long here. Okay, the moment it triggers a reversed. The moment it triggered a reversed. Usually a bad sign. Okay. Shall we dance, pandas? Shall we dance? Look at that bounce off the bottom of this channel. It's just too perfect. It's almost scary how perfect this bounce is. It's almost too like orchestrated. Too coordinated here. You know, channels rarely actually work perfectly like this. Usually there's like little breakouts, little breakdowns. Rarely does it just bounce perfectly off of it. That's kind of wild. It is what it is. Like for me, I really wouldn't go limit order trade here. That's hard for me to do. But I think if it does bounce off here, gives me a lot of information on who's in control, and I think the Bulls are in control here. All right, thoughts and prayers, pandas. It looks like this is gonna trigger. Let's see. I'm willing to go long on the 500 tick chart as well if we get a good setup. That's what I'm looking. No pullbacks on the 500 tick chart. Interesting. Okay, we finally got a pullback on the 500 tick. Ooh, interesting. 2 bear bars in a row here. Horrible signal bar if you're trying to go long. Hmm. High or low? Could be a decent trade here. I mean, you know my setup, pandas. If I get a fail second entry short here, it'll be very difficult for me to pass that up. Especially my premise is that we're gonna fill the gap up here, and who knows? A 5-minute may just found its resistance and never be able to break it. It is the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. It could reverse here. I wouldn't be surprised, like I said. This is why you wait for the setup. Because if it doesn't reverse here, then we are ready to go. We are locked and loaded. How crazy would it be if it just reversed off this bottom of this channel again here? How crazy would that be, pandas? How actually insane would that be if it did that right now? Not as nice, but still viable. Okay. That's a little weird. The higher low on the 2500 tick chart actually looks a little bit more tempting to take. Right, we have the higher low here. Maybe third entry long. I mean, it seemed like it was very strong. It seemed like it was going to come right back up, but it's not. Okay. You want to look for a 1-to-1 on this second entry short. Like the 2500 tick chart is just bear bar after bear bar, and it just bounces right off the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. It may not come back up. Like this trade, I thought that it would just be a no-brainer. You gotta just try. It is failing. Not failing, but it's not even setting up. It's not even triggering. So the 1-to-1 almost made perfectly on this second entry. Almost made perfectly. Very close. The 1-to-2 is down here. I mean, notice that you can make the 1-to-2 on this, and you can still make the 1-to-2 on this first trade as well. They got very close, pandas, making the 1-to-2. They were 4 points away from making the 1-to-2. I mean, that sucks. That sucks if you're waiting for that 1-to-2. You missed it by 4 points. Ooh. 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 How big is this candle? 28 points. A little too rich for my blood. A little too rich for my blood. I'm going to get rid of this because I don't think it's going to trigger up here anymore. So, sayonara. We're at a second inch short here. Coming for trend line. Okay. Almost want to take the second inch short now, but it's quite ugly. Bad signal bar. Could work out quite nicely here. Going long here will be tough as well because you got this trend line in the way. Going long here will be tough because you got this trend line in the way. And the risk is just disgustingly huge. It's 20 over 20 some points on a doji bar. The risk is too big. The trend line's in the way. I do like the setup though. Well, it's coming back down, so might not even have to worry about it. We may never just trigger it, which is fine by me. Fine by me. Oh boy. Thoughts and prayers. I'm gonna try here. Thoughts and prayers, Panis. The risk is a little less now. Man, oh man, it feels bearish. Feels bearish to me. We're gonna try. Thoughts and prayers. That'll be nice. This will be the dream. This will certainly be a dream if we can get it. Especially with no pullbacks, but we'll probably get some deep retracements here along the way. Oh, is it a dream? And are we living a dream right now? Is this for real? Is this real life? I mean, I'm gonna keep going up as long as we don't have any retracements. Like, there's no reason for me to. I think if we have one retracement, I may sell the next leg up. I may buy more. Okay. Decent push up. Let's get to this. Let's let it dance. Let's let it cook, pandas, right? Let's let it cook, pandas. Let's let it cook a little bit.
Target.
Pandas! My only regret is I didn't hold for more. That's my only regret. That's my only regret. I didn't hold for more. But it's all good, pandas. I mean, I'm happy with 700. We'll take the 700, pandas. We are back. My $800 threshold now has turned to $1,500. We can play with $1,500, right, pandas? Like, we can do a lot with $1,500. Am I not right? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? We can do a lot with $1,500, pandas. We can do a lot with $1,500. Double my drawdown, exactly. That's the best way to look at it. We can do a lot with 1,500, pandas. I mean, I think we got to do exactly what we just did. Wait for the setup. Just wait ever so patiently for the setup. Don't get married to any premise. Don't get married to these gaps filling. I'm not going to get married to any of those things. I'm going to just wait for a good setup and taking it in the right context. And I gotta be okay. I have to be like, you need to have like the patience of being okay, not taking a trade for like 3 months. Like you can be like, I'm not gonna take a trade for 3 months if I don't see any setups. Like you just have to have that resolution. Like I gotta have that patience again. Just like as long, look at this take profit, pandas. How sick is this take profit? I almost caught the top almost perfectly. Golly, pandas. Golly. Oh my goodness. This is why I didn't get married to the premise. My goodness, what is this? Comes back down to the break even here. It's only one leg up, one leg down. That's how nasty this price action is right now. Absolutely incredibly disgusting. The 5 minute is looking more and more bearish as it fails to reach it again. And this is why this fail second just short does not work well. It's a good signal, but it's beneath the 20 MA. If it triggered up here, that'd be great, but triggered down here, you got problems. You have issues. Pushing down. Pushing down. Like major bear bars here. Pandas, that take profit was just that was beautiful. That was beautiful. What a take profit. We're up 700. I mean, I'm gonna be patient. If I get another trade like this, I will take it. And you gotta accept. What was my risk on that trade, Pan? That's the worst case scenario. I lose $390. I mean, that is just one more trade after that. Like you're $380. You have about 400. You basically have I basically have one more trade after that if I lost that trade. Golly. We are trading on a razor's edge right now. We are trading on razor's edge. It's actually sick. Is this bearish now? Is this our double top or triple top? Something like that? Have we triple topped here? To me, 5 minute chart looks kind of sideways. Wait, we got so much going on here. I think I gotta get rid of these lines. It's just a little too much going on. I'm gonna keep this 1-to-1 because those who went short here are still in this trade, right? Your stop loss is up here. They're still in this trade looking for that 1-to-1 here. I think trading range, but we'll know. Who knows? We'll see. This is a trading. Look at this. Look at this 2500 tick chart. Look at how like beautiful that looks to hold. And this is how you know you're starting to turn to a trading range. Because when you get a bull bar that ends on this high like this, especially this close to these key areas, and you get folded like that next bar, you know you're gonna have a tough time. You know you're not gonna have a good time. When this is like one of the clearest signs of returning to a trading range, it's starting to get choppy. This is literally a 2-bar chop, right? So it's just like the beginnings of choppiness, in my opinion. Like when you have a massive bull bar like that, when you're just a couple points away from a key area, such as a previous day's close, filling a gap or something like that. When you're that close, you don't fill it, you get folded. It's like you just close your charts down right now. Substance says, my only regret is I didn't hold for more. That take profit was perfect. The duality of pandas. That's why I'm black and white. I got both. I got the greed and the fear. Did I get a 1-to-2 on that? I don't think so. You know what? If I just measured the 1-to-2, I think I could have snuck in a little bit more looking for the 1-to-2. You know what? I almost got a perfect 1-to-2 on that actually. Oh, you know what? Wow. No way. No way. That's actually, I think I'm like one tick off. I'm a couple ticks off for a 1-to-2.
That's what happens with 6 years of trading. You can feel the 1 to 2. I felt the 1 to 2 on that. That's called intuitive trading right there. Discretionary trading, some will say. Choppiness well on its way here. You know what? Like, I'll be happy to walk away with 700 plus, and take trade again tomorrow. Take one trade tomorrow, make another 7. I wouldn't mind that. That's like a perfect trade. That's almost a perfect trade right there. We could push down kind of hard here. Because the 5 minute is showing lots of weakness here, and this is not good if you're a bull. Like, you're clearly finding resistance at the 20 EMA, and now you're having another push down after a failed trap. This is not good for the bulls. I mean, if we break this low, like, I'm thinking we're heading down to the open or something like that. That's rough, right? Just, jeez, that's rough if that happens. Sitting on my pause. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, we have like 8 completely overlapping bars. Like, they're not slightly overlap, they're like completely overlapping here. Like, this is untradeable in my opinion. It'd be almost impossible to time, because even if you break out of this, it can come right back in. It's tough. I mean, the reason why it comes back in, because the market with the price is telling us. The traders, they like this price. The market likes this price. Like, it's clearly telling us it likes this price. So if we go break beneath it, it might want to come back up. People are gonna think, well, that's pretty cheap. I like this price, but if I can get it cheaper, great for me. They buy it up until we come back into this price. It's basically a discount for them. Same with the shorts, right? It goes higher, like, oh, great, discount for me. I can go short up here, back into the price that I like. Whoa, wow, jeez, I cannot take a trade here. This could go, but this is not tradable. How many points did I make on this? This was like, what, 30 some points? 30 points on this. Chef's kiss. That's just delectable. Goodness gracious. End up watching The Hawk on Netflix. Will Ferrell, my goodness. If you want to talk about consistent, this man has not changed like for like the last 50 years. I thought it was entertaining, The Hawk. You know what? I need to ask you guys. Have you watched The Odyssey? I personally don't like the casting they did, but because it's Christopher Nolan, goodness gracious, he can get away with anything. Did you enjoy The Odyssey? Yes, no, didn't watch. Fail signature short here again, cannot take it. It's not the same setup as this one. It is not similar. Now we're coming out of insane chop, and even this is choppy. Heisenberg didn't like Oppenheimer. I wonder why. I wonder why you wouldn't like Oppenheimer, Heisenberg. I definitely need to watch Odyssey. Like, am I gonna like it a lot? I don't know. The casting, as long as I can get over the casting. But from what I've heard, like obviously the two biggest casting things that will rub people the wrong way is Ellen Page being casted as Achilles and
whatever her name is casted as Helen, right? These are like probably the two most prominent figures when it comes to this epic. Ellen Page, but I heard Ellen Page is not necessarily Achilles. I don't know. It's confusing. The in general, the Odyssey is a confusing story, but it's like apparently Ellen Page is not actually Achilles. It's some sort of like relation to Achilles. I don't know, something like that. And then you have what's her name? I'm not trying to be mean. I just don't know her name. This C cast. Where's Helen? Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o. This ends up being a pretty good trade to go long. Hard for me to take that. It is coming off a potential trading range, but man, this and this makes that impossible to take for me. Like I'm okay skipping that. It's disgusting. It's absolutely vile. If we break above here now, maybe we have a chance to fill these gaps. But I need a strong close above the 20 MA here on the 5-minute chart. I need a strong close above the 20 MA on the 5-minute chart. It didn't trigger here, so I mean, we're just trading range right now. I mean, this is absolutely wild. Higher low here on the 2500 tick chart, coming off the 20 MA again. Feels like I just short here. I may be interested, but this bull bar to bear bar here, that is very, very annoying to see. Lupita. Lupita Nyong'o. Apparently is Helen. And again, you can say like whatever you want, like she's supposed to be beautiful, but I mean, of course, even in general, I mean, their translation or their interpretation of it was that Helen of Troy was always just an excuse to go to war, and not really the cause of it, So you can cast whoever you want it because it's not really about the aesthetics. That's another way you can get around the casting for that. I mean, it's Christopher Nolan. I mean, he goes great lengths to cast, like, and I just that's just how I see it. So I can overlook those two. If Ellen Page really isn't Achilles and it's like some sort of like relationship to Achilles, let me see. I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean, this is what I just heard. It's some sort of a yeah, because if you look even at the casting of the Odyssey, Elliot Page is Sinon, not Achilles. Sinon. So, it's just like I don't know who that is. I'm not too familiar with the story of Odyssey, like in terms of like the actual. Oh, this looks bearish now. I mean, if I was a bull and I just saw this trigger with multiple bear bars like this, that would scare me a lot. Coming off the 20 MA, that would really scare me. If I was a bull and I saw this again with a huge wick to go short here, like that would scare me. That would scare me. Like I may just take my losses there and just move on. Right? Let's say if I went long here or if I went long here and I wanted to take profits, maybe just take it here because at this point it's like my goodness, that is very scary. Like that should not happen. If you're like strong uptrend, that I don't know. I don't think that's in general. This is like not a good place to trade at all. And this long, if I was in it, I definitely would have held it to try to fill that gap. So I'd probably come out break even on that trade, right? We're basically getting these like big spikes up and big spikes down, right? Big up, big down, big up, big down. This is confusion. Again, those traders are making it very obvious they like this price. If you go a little too far up, they come right back down to it. Now, if this fails to go down, I mean that is just really a lot of confusion here. If I saw this as a bull, I would not like that. That would not make me feel comfortable. Like I've been in long trades and I've seen stuff like this. I would just probably get out. But if that does trigger at such an obvious place where I think bulls should get out, and they don't get out, and instead they do this, Man, our bull's a lot stronger than we think. Are the bulls a lot stronger than we think? I guess we'll find out. I'm happy with my 7 Hondo, and I can close today. Very, very like at peace, truly. I put a poll up for the Odyssey, and 100% of you guys voted and didn't watch it. I guess no one's watching it. You know what? I don't blame you. It came out like what, last weekend, so it's like, you know, who wants to go on opening day? You know what I mean? It's gonna be pretty packed. Just as would you go to war over Mrs. Panda? The knowledge hub asks, did I stop trading Big Mama? Yes, in general I do. I take it more as like if I see a good setup near Big Mama, then I'll take it, but I don't take Big Mamas solely on Big Mama alone. There were like 1 or 2 years where it worked very well, and then like last year it just was very unreliable. So I kind of scratched it out, and just like anything else, you need a good price action for anything to work. So Big Mama, if it does happen, then it has to be surrounded with good context. Would I go war over Mrs. Panda? I probably wouldn't go to war, but I would kill. I would definitely kill, of course. I would kill for Miss Panda. I would kill. Like I wouldn't murder someone. Like if someone killed Mrs. Panda, I wouldn't go out and like try to find them and then kill them. I would probably want to do that, but I'm also a Christian, so that literally would be, that would be very against my, my inner being Christ. But let's say if I had to defend Mrs. Panda in life or death situation, I would, without hesitation, in self-defense, kill another person to protect Mrs. Panda. It wouldn't be a question. Like, that's not even a question. That's just 100% I would do that. That's not even a question. Violent Panda? I don't know that's violent, but have I been in war against Mrs. Panda? I mean, we're at an age where we don't really like fight. It's not really about age, but it's our temperaments. We have really chill temperaments. Like we're really like, honestly, we're really chill. So in that sense, yeah. So we don't really like fight. Like I don't think. I think she like maybe we've like raised our voices against each other maybe like once or twice in several years of marriage, and it's a temperament thing. Like we're really chill people. So honestly, the only time I get angry is with trading pandas. Like I really don't get angry. Like it really takes a lot for me to get angry, but nothing makes me more angry than trading. Like nothing makes me more angry. Like Mrs. Panda, like compared to trading, like this is nothing makes me more angry than this. Like I really I'm not an angry person. I don't really get angry. But I'm telling you, nothing makes me more angry than than trading. It's just the most frustrating thing.
I've ever done in my entire life, pandas. I'm telling you. All right, so like what I was saying, if I saw this, I'd be very uncomfortable as a bull. And it looked like they almost had hope to like get out of this, but it seems like they either came out break even or they took their losses. But geez Louise, like that would make me feel so uncomfortable if I saw this. The fact that it even went up like this, I'm surprised. Now it's like crashing. The hard question right now is are we in a bull trend or bear trend? It's very hard for me to draw this trading range because it's not like straight. Um, not too eager to jump in a short here. I know we just came through a long time in the trading range here, but also 240 SMA here gonna act as support. 5 minute. I mean, that's not good, pandas. If you're a bull, this is not good. Like we could not break above 20 MA. We had obvious targets above, but we did not even attempt to try to get up there. This is a first entry. I want to see if the first entry makes money here. Second entry short, but it's far away from 20 MA. It's hard to take this. If we get like bounce, if we get to the 20 MA and also our trend line like this, like I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try here to go short, but let's see. I can't take this short here. It's a second entry short, but it's just not. I need to get to my key areas. That's more important than the setup itself, right? The fact to get back to here is more important than this triggering down here. Like the second entry short. It's more important. Big bear bar, I think near its low on the 5 minute chart, may trigger always in short trading here. This is more important that touches my key area. The second entry short itself does not have any power, in my opinion. From like 6 years of trading it, it doesn't have any power. The second entry short itself. The power comes from bouncing off these key areas with a couple pullbacks. You know what I mean? So now we're at the key area. Can we get a good signal bar is a question. This is more important for me to go short here. Signal bar has to be decent, and obviously we can't close way above here. It defeats the purpose of the setup. A strong bull bar, you skip it. It makes it easy to skip. I'm fine with that. As long as it's clear for me. That's what's more valuable, I guess. And guess where we are? We're back in this chop here, like with completely overlapping bars. Like I said, like whenever you go above it, people are gonna be like, "Whoa, great price! Let me sell it back into the price I like." Going short here, or trying to go long here. It's like, oh, great price. Let me get back. Let me buy it anywhere down here. Get back to the price I like. If I have like infinite threshold, I would probably try that, but I don't have infinite margins here. And this causes problems because now it's like, will I ever be able to trade out of this? And rarely do I find setups to get, that light to come back in here. Josiah says this price action is like gutting a deer while it's still alive. What an interesting analogy. That sounds like an analogy from someone who has actually done that thing. Because I would never say an analogy like that. Nor have I ever heard of that analogy. I don't know if that's a popular saying, but that sounds like something that only a person who actually did that thing would say. Josiah, hats off to you. Thanks for controlling the deer population in the most cruel way possible. Appreciate it. Coming back up. Sick. No follow through on the 5 minute, right? When you get a bear bar that gets folded like this, again, it's just pure sign of trading range. Like I said, this massive bull bar with no follow through gets folded especially when you're close to these key areas, is a very clear sign the market's turning to trading range. And guess what? Trading range we did. Like I mean, it's actually a channel, but for all intents and purposes, this is choppy, was what I'm trying to say. I don't know if I can even go long here. I don't love it. I'm looking at the current market cycle. This is not the appropriate time to trade. We're letting it go. I can try maybe with micros, but it'll just be for fun. It's not something I love to do. I don't enjoy, like, even though I noticed this, I don't really enjoy selling here and buying down here. It's not something I enjoy. I don't like trading like that. It's not easy for me. It's not comfortable for me. YL, you should get that checked out. My goodness. Poor your poor wife. At least you can fight her back. Whenever she does karaoke, just make sure you just crop dust her, and it'll be like fighting, a nose assault versus an ear assault. You know what I mean? You're battling with the senses here. All right, what's going on here? Hmm. We're just hanging out. I feel like I want to end this stream very soon. Just because I just don't think there's much EV here in this market. Very choppy. I almost want to go long here, but I'm not that eager to lose money. I'm happy with my 7 hundo, and I don't think anything's worth in all of this mess. In all, feels like entry long does trigger. I'm bored. I'm gonna reload my historical. Let's see if our candles are correct. Why not? We have an OII pattern here on the 5-minute chart. 2 inside bars. Okay. This trading range is diabolical. What I mean by the OI, right? This is an inside bar. This is completely, the high is lower than the high of the previous bar, and the low is higher than the low of the previous bar. And same thing with this bar. So now we got a outside, inside, inside. So that means breakout mode. Whatever side we break on, it could be a strong move. We're in breakout mode, but so choppy at the same time. So, like you like this kind of pattern when you have a strong move and then you get like a couple inside bars, then you're like, all right, let's look for a continuation of that move. So you go with trend. But when you get inside bars like this when it's choppy, it doesn't mean as much, in my opinion. It just makes it less likely that something will happen here. Inside bar breaks to the downside pretty immediately. Virtually untradeable here. Your average swing size is 14.8. And the ATR is 17.7 or almost 18. So that means like your swings are not even 2 average bars in a row. That's what that means. Like your swing is not even 2 average bars. It's not even the average size bars, not 2 of them in a row. 2 average size bars in a row. That's what the indicator is telling us. That means this is like not worth trading. Like absolute chop. When your average swing is lower than your ATR, that's a bad sign. It means you should stay away. Look at this 5-minute chart. It kind of looks like a bull flag here. Only problem is that it's been rejecting off of the 20 EMA. And it's kind of long, right? This is kind of big. It's been doing this for a long time. Usually bull flags are very short, relatively short to the size of the pole. But this flag is quite large compared to the pole, in my opinion. Like this flag is lasting a little too long. Hello.
I mean, is it a bull flag? There's some issues here, but okay. Like your best bet is like breakout, retest, something like this. That's kind of what you want to look for at this point, but I don't know if you're gonna get it. Okay, 5 minutes doing something it hasn't done in a long time, which is potentially close above the 20 EMA. Okay. I don't care what direction it goes, I just want it to go a certain direction. It's quite a strong move up, I'll tell you what. Okay. We're getting pretty strong bull bars in the higher time frames, right? The 2500 tick chart is multiple bull bars in a row right now. Hmm. Got a first entry here. Oh boy. I'm looking to go long. I don't even know. This is so difficult. I want to go long, but I'm recognizing the market cycle currently is not favorable for any breakout trading. This is a first entry here. I think I will have to go long if the 2500 tick chart gives me a fail second entry short. Right, if this gives me a fail second entry short, I think I have to go long. I think I'll try that. Well, I'm gonna let this play out. Get triggers beneath here. Will it get there? I don't know. Doesn't quite get there. I'm watching it on another chart. I'm ready for it if it does trigger, if it does give it to me. This is a first entry. I don't like these two bear bars in a row. I don't like this bear bar especially. This makes it feel like it may want to push down again. It may not, but it could because like the probability is higher that it pushes down again because of this bear bar. Which I wouldn't mind because it actually comes back to the 20 MA somewhat, so essentially all I can ask for. A little bit annoying because 25 tick chart almost made like a plus setup for us, but we never got it because it didn't trigger the previous candle's low.
Never got there. It's a little bit frustrating. I actually would like that if it did that. It would make my decision very easy on what to do next. Massive bull bar. I may just have to go long here, pandas. I may just have to go long here. 2 strong bull bars in a row. I'm ready for it to go long. I'm very ready to go long here. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Okay. I think I waited. So it's not exactly what you want to see. It won't even break a previous candle's low. I think I gotta try, unfortunately. Nope, 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 nope. I don't care. I don't care if I miss this move. Why would I care if I miss this move? Why would I care at all, pandas? I'm just gonna let it go. This training session is about letting it go. You know what I mean? This is not it. This is not. Got very eager with this bull bar to just jump in here. Now the 5-minute chart is printing 2 strong bull bars above the 20 EMA, both closing above the 20 EMA. Could be always in long on the 5-minute chart. I wouldn't be surprised if it turns always in long here. I really wouldn't be surprised if it turns always in long here. Okay. That's the first entry. We all know my track record with first entries. Yeah, here we are once again. The questionable first entry here. Top of a potential trading range. Golly, I hate myself. Just forget it. I'm so bad at first entries. This can go without me. The reason why I'm okay with it going without me because it may not go. It may not even get there, and it may just flop very hard. So this is the reason why I'm eager to go long because I think it'll be a quick scalp up to like this is what typically should happen, but I don't know. This is what typically should happen. Another bull bar ending on its high. Do I just go long here? We're always in long on the 5-minute chart. Potential. That's like a 15-point trade. Gonna try to fill the gap here, in my opinion now. Amazingly, this chart, the 1 to 2 is made. If you went long here and just held and went to Walmart, you just made your 1 to 2. Bull bar. You just gotta go long, right? I gotta just go long here. Like no questions. No questions asked, just go long. High or low, I guess I'll try. Ah, it's okay. I had to be okay with missing these sometimes. Because I've been absolutely killed so many other times where I got married to a premise and I just went long here on a setup that it's not necessarily the best setup. I'll try high or low, see if we get somewhere, if we get to this gap fill. If not, it's all good. It's always a bad sign the moment you enter the trade and you're spending most of your time in drawdown. It's always a bad sign. Or the moment you enter a trade and you're just drawdown immediately and you're always red in your trade, this is never a good sign. And that's what happens to a lot of my trades these days. The moment I enter, I'm just in drawdown the entire time. I can't make them out break even if I try. That's not a good sign. I wish it closed above so I can at least come out break even if I wanted to, but it's a higher low. I'm just obvious gap fill here.
and see if we can get to it, but looks like I'm gonna get stopped out. Right? Because most of the time it's staying drawdown, it's very small risk here on this trade. So the probability of making this trade is probably pretty low. See if I get it though. It's just a higher low. It's another first entry. My track record of first entries, I'm telling you right now, is absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Trying to hold. I'm trying to be okay with losing this trade. Goes up, pops up a little bit here. It's a good sign for me, I guess. Doesn't quite get there though. It does a pop up, but doesn't quite get there. So what's the point? What's the point of popping up like that if you don't get to the gap fill? What is the actual point of that? I have no clue. But here I am, crying, crying, and crying again, and again, and again. I'm crying, just crying all day. It's just not doing the most obvious thing you should do here. Just hopefully this gap fill with a higher low. I was hoping it turned always in long. I was hoping it turned always in long. Okay, it takes me out break even. I think I'm done for the day. I mean, the fact that it's struggling just to get there when you're this close, like I know what happens to me. I get so tunnel vision um to fill this gap. Like I get so tunnel vision for this stuff that I miss the plot. I miss the fact that we're super late in trend. We haven't had any pullbacks, and even though we're very close to this magnet, I end up losing the plot here too often. Way too many times. It probably will fill the gap. I mean, look how close it is, but it takes me out before, and I guess I wasn't really willing to take a drawdown with 2 contracts there. It's all good. I mean, it fills a gap. I mean, how annoying is that? Like, it's super annoying. I mean, at the end, it's because I got greedy. I went with 2 contracts here, and that ended up taking me out where it didn't even hit the price. Right, it didn't even hit this price. It took me out here, but anyways, I mean that's the apex slippage. That's what I call it. Or the apex robbery. We'll call it that. But we filled the gap and hit that target. So I got really no other targets here. It is what it is. So up 733. I was up like what 780-ish before that. I mean, how annoying is that, Panda? It's like it's super frustrating. But it is what it is. It's just type of market we've been in for a very long time. I would have made 295 on that. And then on this one, I would have made 225. I would have made that 500 on that trade. So freaking annoying. Hate this market. It's like very frustrating because I mean, I just want to touch the 20 MA. Like I would feel way more comfortable if I can get to touch the 20 MA before it just rockets up to here and allows me to get in with like a nice second entry long. All first entries all the way up and very choppy, some of them, and never touch the 20 MA. So I'm just like, I'm kind of stuck there for a long time to the very end. And by then it's kind of like late in trend and choppy and taking its time, very slow, and it's just very, very annoying. I don't know. Feels like I just short here. Ends up being good signal bar. Never touches the 20 MA, which is what I wanted. It does touch breakout retest of this trend line though, so that could have been enough. Could be a fail second entry long here. I guess I would try that. If fail second entry long, I'll go short here because we fill the gap. We can bounce off the gap here. Why not? It's another first entry. It makes a new high. I'm ending the stream.
Right? If it makes a first entry here, it makes a new high. I'm ending the stream. Spike in channel here, I guess. I don't know. It's tough. Second entry long here. Second pullback. I'm going to try to fail second entry long. If I get it. If it triggers beneath here. I need this to be a much stronger push down, though. If we break this, if we make a new high here, then I'm in the stream. Right? If we break this high, I'm ending the stream, Pandas. If we break this high, I'm ending the stream. I need a very decisive bounce off of this gap fill. For floating up like this, I cannot go long here. I simply cannot go long here. It's my first second entry long, Pandas, after we reach target. Super frustrating. That's what it is. We get our first second entry long after the target's been touched. Right now we get an entry after the target's been touched, so it's null. Who cares? Fail second entry long is what I'm looking for. Triggering beneath the 20 MA, Pandas. Like I need this criteria to be met. It has to be beneath the 20 MA. I've taken too many of these trades above the 20 MA and failing. It does work sometimes, but most of the time it's a bad idea. So let's trigger the second entry long above the 20 MA. So like this, there's just no setup here right now for me. No setup whatsoever. Right? Because I need to trigger beneath the 20 MA and it won't because we triggered the second entry long way up here. My only other setup now is if we get a second entry short hitting this trend line and 20 MA. But if we break this high, I'm ending the stream. So frustrating. I hate this stuff. Hate when this happens. Technically, we didn't make a new high yet. Technically, we didn't make a new high yet. Technically, we didn't make a new high. I'm still streaming here. What is going on? I do not know. Chances of making a new high are like 80%, no? For sure making a new high with this candle. Keeps pushing upwards. Technically, we still haven't made a new high yet. What the heck is going on? Ooh. Whoa. We technically did make a new high. What? No. Stop. Huh? Huh? No. No way. There's no way we're not going to make a new high here. There's just no... Oh, we technically didn't make a new high. Technically, we didn't make a new high yet. We bounced off the high. So technically, I'm still streaming, Pandas. Like, technically, we didn't make a new high yet. No way. We didn't make a new high. Like, I'm a panda of my word. I said I will stop my stream if we make a new high, and we didn't make a new high. We touched the high, but we didn't make a new one yet. What? Are we in some sort of Twilight Zone here? What's going on? You know how rare it is to bounce perfectly off the same price, off the penny?
on a $29,000 product when you're bouncing off a penny. Do you know the chances of that? This is micro double top off of the gap fill on the 5-minute charts and micro double top here. We got issues if you're a bull. We got issues if you're a bull right now. Oh my goodness. We're still clearly above the 20 MA. So I'm not going short yet. But boy, oh boy, that is strange. My goodness. The fact that that just did that. I'm still looking for my setup. Give it to me like this and I'll take it. Oh my goodness. Are you going to give me my setup? No, you're not. You're not going to give me my setup. Of course you're not. If you give me my setup, I'm taking it. My goodness. Okay, it's looking for a new high now. That is crazy. That is crazy. It is looking for a new high now. I'll be very surprised if it doesn't make a new high here. If we don't make a new high here off after this bar, I am going to be surprised. Like, I'm actually going to be a little bit surprised here. If we don't make a new high off of this move, oh my goodness. No way. No way. I got to go long here, right, Pandas? I have to go long here. I think I have to go long here. Like, making a new higher, like, it's just... The chances are so incredibly high. I think. Get out here a little bit. Can you give me a little 10-pointer? Can you give me a little 10-pointer? Can you give me a little 10-pointer here? One time. Little 10-pointer. One time. Little 10-pointer here. Tickling my target.
Target
I'll
filled.
take it. Easy peasy. Whew! What a wild last 5 minutes. So unnecessarily wild. But I mean, at a certain point, it's just almost no chance it doesn't make a new high after this bull bar is printed. Like, it's just like, in my mind, there was almost no chance a new high was not going to be made. My goodness, Pandas, but what a thriller. What a thriller. We almost made $1,000 today. I'll take it. Good news is, Pandas, we're above, like, the starting point of these accounts is 150,000. Guess what? We are in profit. These accounts are technically in profit. We're about $9 to $40 in profit on these accounts. Hey, green is green. Pandas. Green is green. More importantly, we're about $2,000 of threshold left. $2,000 threshold. We can do a lot with that. We can do a lot with that. Tomorrow, Pandas, I cannot stream. I'm busy. Sorry, life has been a little busy for me. A lot of things have been happening. But tomorrow I'll be a little busy, and but I think because I didn't stream much this week, I'm going to stream on Friday. I'll be there Friday, and let's see. Yeah, I'll stream on Friday just because I really yeah, I've only streamed like twice this week, so I'll see you guys then. But tomorrow no stream, and you know, you'll see it on the upcoming stream, like what time it's gonna start. So I hope I see you guys there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Like, we made 900 today. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Most important thing today though, Pandas, was that we were very patient. We were extremely patient today. Extremely patient. And because of that, I think that paid off. Like, we were so patient. We recognized. I was more cautious. Like, I was very like, I was, you know, I was okay missing this move, which is fine. I was also okay missing this move, which is fine. I came up break even, and you know, I think that's just the big win today, right? We were very patient. We were more eager to not trade than take a trade. I think for me, like,
my temperament is like I always want to enter a trade. So for me to like max out me not wanting to trade, like basically if I do everything I can to not want to trade, it kind of balances me out because like naturally I just want to enter every trade. But if I do whatever I can to not want to take a trade, then that probably makes me just about right. So today I did whatever I could to not enter trades. Um, like this trade here, like I had to go long as I'm just like, this is just it's like free money. I gotta take it. I made a little 10 pointer, which is 200 bucks, which is not bad. We're clearly bouncing off the 20 May here still. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. We keep pushing up here. It is what it is. Make a new high here again. I mean, we're clearly above the 20 May, so we're in a bull trend, strong bull trend, in fact. The 5-minute chart is still always in long, right? Long, 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 long. They just go, every bar is green bar. So it's a good way to tell that you're in a strong bull trend. Um, Man, second entry long here. Do I want it? I don't think he'll give it to me, but if it does, I'd be kind of tempted to take. Give me second entry long. Give me second entry long. I'll take. I'm tempted. Second entry long. I need a second pullback. I need break up previous candles low here. No joy on the second pullback here, so we don't get the second entry long. Still no joy on the pullback. Pretty sick stuff. That's crazy. It's okay. I'll watch this go without me. I wanted the pullback. These bars are teeny weeny. Wow, we don't get the pullback. That's incredible. It's actually incredible right there. This is like an inside bar. This is a super small risk to try to take a trade here. Go long there. Like super small risk. 7-point risk. Crazy. Just go long here. Such a small candle. What are we doing today? Are we trying to make it, trying to break the previous candle's high? Previous day's high? That's unfortunate. I really wanted that second true long, but these candles are teeny now, teeny weeny. Teeny like my weenie. These candles are so small. Wait, what? What happened? Ah, such a small risk. I should have just tried, I think. Now I'm eager to jump in again because the bull trend seems so obviously so strong here. Like I want to have an opportunity. Notice all first entries. Again, I'm so bad at first entries. I'm guessing we're testing the high. What in the world? I want to see a measure move. Could be the most obvious measure move in the history of measure moves. It is at the high. Spike channel. Channel broke. And I'll say now this is creating its own little channel here. Hardly any drawdown today as well. Yeah, I think my first trade was a dub, and ever since then we just rocking and rolling. Does it want to make this measure move, and in what manner? First entry. If we get a second entry long coming off of my key area, then I'll take. But if not, forget about it. So we'll end the stream here. Let's say this. Break below this low or this high, we'll end the stream. Not no. If we break below this low, basically if we don't get the setup here, I'm gonna end the stream. If I lose a trade, I'll end the stream. If I do get the setup and I lose a trade, I'll end the stream. If I make a trade and I'm in the green, I'll hold it till I hit the previous day's high. Could be a solid 25-point trade or something like that. It's the first entry off the 20 MA. I need a second entry off the 20 MA here. That looks strong for some reason. That looks really strong. It looks like it wants to make a new high, which I will end the stream. It's a bad signal bar. I wouldn't go long there. It's a bad signal bar. Coming off with 20 EMA, which is good if you're a bull, makes sense. But potential channel here as well, and you could be knocking your head on top of the channel. Not much room. It's not much room for, profit at the immediate resistance here. Come on. You can do it. I believe. I believe. Give me that second entry long. Give me that second pullback. Right now it's one pullback. We're looking for a second pullback here. Ooh. Couple more criteria needs to be hit. It needs to touch the 20 MA. And if possible, this trend line. Or you know what? I could draw it like this as well. Oh. Okay, that's kind of a strong bear bar. What in the world? That's kind of a strong bear bar, isn't it? Ain't it? It's a little strong bear bar there. Hey. Bear bar ending on its low I cannot take, obviously. And that is bear bar ending on its low here. There is another trend line I can use, but this will have to be a strong bull bar here for me to even consider going long. It needs to be a strong bull bar like closing above the 20 MA. We're not getting it here. This is a very small bar. What in the world? Are we gonna fail second entry long here? It looks like it wants to keep going down. That's a very small bar. And it looks like it wants to keep going down. And down it goes. All right. You know what? At the end, I don't care. Like, if it makes it easy for me to decide, even though I don't have a trade set up here and I don't have an opportunity to make money, that's what's more important to me is that it's clear what I do next. That is clear as you can get. I guess technically it hasn't broken this pivot low. Technically, I should still be streaming. Technically. And I don't make the rules here. Okay, now it's dead. It bounced off it for like a split second. Pretty big drawdown here. Testing previous day's close. Really strong bear bar on the 5-minute chart, right? That is very strong bear bar in my opinion. If it has some follow through, could be a good short. Could be a good short. Fails second entry long here. Could be okay, actually. Could be okay. Thinking there'll be a little follow through on the 5-minute candle. 2 bear bars on the 2500 tick. We don't get the second entry long. Okay, we do get it. This could be an okay trade. It is bouncing off the previous day's close here. It's such a strong bull trend. Is this a crazy trade? This has to be a crazy trade, right? Like, you know what? Pandas. What am I even doing right now? Why am I even trading? Magaline says, what do you do when trade goes against you? Do you scale in or do you just let the trade play out? Talking about your 90% setups when stop loss is way bigger than reward. So if your stop loss is way bigger than your reward, then most likely you just try to stop out you try to skunk your trade if you can. If it's way beyond your reward. If it is going for you, or if it's like depends. Like if you want to scale in, you gotta be prepared for it. Most likely scaling with micros. But such a good. I think I gotta try here, Pandas. I think I missed it. I was trying to answer this person's question. I missed this setup. I missed the setup. I missed the setup. I was trying to answer this person's question. Pandas. I think I can end it there. But yeah, that's gonna bother me. The fact that I missed this setup because answering that person's question. Not your fault. It's 100% my fault. But I'm just saying that puts me on tilt a little bit. So I'm gonna end it here, and I just don't think I can think straight anymore. Like I'm just, why am I even trading? I'm up $1,000, Pandas. Like we are absolutely killing it right now. And you just gotta focus. Just focus. Just have the same focus we had today. We'll have it tomorrow or on Friday. And yeah, I mean, what else can you do other than just keep trudging along, Pandas? We are almost there. We are there. Like as long as for me, what's more important than my P&L is how I traded today, and I'm glad. I think I traded very well today. I'm like very happy with how I handled things, and I liked how I waited for like the trade to come to me, and I waited a long time. Like this was my main trade here, and I waited a while for that to happen. I love it. All right, Panis. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I'll see you guys bright and early on Friday. And living with a cliffhanger here on Magdalena's. Your stream got cut off after a word, but it really depends. Most of the time, I get stopped out. But if you want to scale in, then you got to prepare for it. Like, you have to already know in your game plan, if I scale in, this is the max I'm willing to lose. And here's my scale in like places. I'm gonna scale in here, I'm gonna scale in here. And if I lose, I lose. And you gotta be prepared for that. And the only way to really be able to handle that kind of that pain is by trading micros, in my opinion. So you're probably trading 1 micro, 2 micros, maybe, but it adds up pretty fast. So um, the whole thing about trading with limit orders and scaling in, the whole thing about scaling is you really only want to do it with limit orders, and you're expecting the price to always come back to a certain area. You know, like it's just basically a choppy day, and you're basically saying this is gonna be a choppy day. I'm gonna just keep scaling in until it comes back to the choppiness, and you know, that's basically the only time you want to do it, and you really only want to do it with micros, in my opinion. So, you know, what you're trying to take advantage of is the fact that if you scale in, you don't have to time things perfectly. You have a lot of wiggle room to get the timing right, and you don't have to catch the bottom or the top, which is never recommended. You can catch, you know, almost to the bottom, and you know, it can go a little further, but if you scale in, then of course you can, you know, keep scaling in, you know, so you don't have to catch, you don't have to time it perfectly, which is was the hard part about any choppiness. So anyways, man, I'll see you guys bright and early on Friday, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I'll see you guys then. As always, happy trading. Bye.